If you think the Diddy case is over, you're seriously mistaken. Behind the headlines in courtroom drama lies a deeper story about how our justice system works and sometimes how it doesn't. Legal experts who've spent years inside the courtroom say the federal case against Sean Diddy Combs should never have even made it to trial. Why? Because the charges were massively overblown. What we saw wasn't just a complex case, it was a politically charged, bloated spectacle that belonged in state court, not federal. Federal racketeering and sex trafficking statutes were designed to target dangerous organized crime bosses and cartels, not entertainment moguls caught up in messy personal relationships. The government threw everything at Diddy, piling on charges that seemed more about sending a message than proving a crime. It's important to be clear, this isn't about saying Diddy is innocent of everything, but about understanding that what he was charged with federally just didn't fit the facts or the law. The jury's heavy rejection of the most serious allegations speaks volumes. It was a story built on headlines, not hard evidence. One of the most striking tactics in this case was the use of the term freak off. The prosecution weaponized that phrase, repeating it endlessly in filings and press leaks, trying to shock the jury and paint a lurid picture before any real evidence was even presented. It was a deliberate move to scandalize and sensationalize, turning what should have been sober legal proceedings into a spectacle. But once the cameras stopped rolling and the actual evidence came forward, that theatrical image began to unravel. The so-called freak-off videos, which grabbed headlines as proof of some twisted sex cult, turned out to be far less dramatic than expected. Instead of explicit criminal behavior, jurors like George, the alternate juror who's now making waves, described these clips as tame, involving nothing more than rubbing oil and some questionable but consensual adult behavior. This stark contrast between the headlines and the reality inside the courtroom exposed just how much the prosecution relied on emotion and innuendo over facts, and that gap would prove critical as the trial went on. George, the alternate juror everyone's talking about, offered a rare and revealing glimpse behind the jury's decision-making. He had no ties to the entertainment industry and no prior admiration for Diddy, so his perspective is especially telling. George didn't buy the prosecution's narrative. He said straight up that he didn't think anything was forced in those videos or relationships. That's huge because it directly challenges the government's claim of coercion. He pointed out that the women involved never called the police and kept returning willingly. Sure, you can talk about trauma bonding or Stockholm syndrome, but from a legal standpoint, those psychological theories don't replace the need for clear evidence of a crime. George described the infamous footage as nothing graphic or criminal, just adults in a complicated, messy situation. For a juror to say this so plainly shows how much the prosecution's story was falling apart under real scrutiny. The courtroom reality was miles away from the headlines screaming about trafficking and abuse. So why didn't the charges stick? It all comes down to what the law actually requires. For sex trafficking and racketeering, prosecutors have to prove things like locked doors, physical restraints, threats, or violence, clear evidence that someone was forced or controlled against their will. None of that showed up in this case. What the jury saw instead was a consensual adult relationship with some serious power imbalances, but not criminal behavior under federal law.
Years old, and I should mention he was signed by Usher to a label that was owned jointly by both Scooter Braun and Usher, and he was considered Usher's protege. He has been described Usher as his mentor. Justin Bieber, is continuing the purge. He has now moved to his original mentor. So this is a very big story, and the reason why we should discuss this and we should not diminish what is happening, it's not celebrity drama. This is actually the fall of Babylon that we are witnessing. Hollywood Babylon, that is. He did an interview back in 2020 with Zane Lowe. I think this was on Apple Music. And he was speaking about another young artist that was coming up, Billie Eilish, and Eilish. And he was basically speaking about how he wanted to protect her because she was now another young person, a rising artist in the industry. And sort of out of nowhere, he became quite overcome with emotion. Take a listen.
Yeah, I definitely feel protective of her. It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. So yeah, it's hard because I want her to know that, she can count on me, but at the end of the day, I don't want to never gonna force myself to be in a relationship with her. It has to be natural, right? So I just kind of, you know, let her do her thing, and if she ever needs me, I'm gonna be here for her. But yeah, just protecting those moments, because people.
To everyone listening to it, is an awesome song. Listen carefully. Actually, you don't have to even listen that carefully. There's a line in there directed at another rapper in the game.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What line? What rapper you talking about?
It was a line that has you questioning that you have. Is it true you have the best lawyers in the game?
I feel like I do.
Okay.
I have a great legal team.
And you asked them a question that if you got caught with 10 weapons in your car, you would have seen 10 years,
But
maybe 9.
What makes you feel like there's a line to a rapper?
It just seemed to be very coincidental with the timing of things that are going on.
That's like.
Will you deliver the line for me 1 second? I don't want to do it injustice.
You use real life situations to create something that's entertaining without being specific. That's entertainment to me. Like if I had an issue, when have you known me to be indirect with an issue?
Oh, you're pretty direct.
Right, so if I had a problem with any artist, trust me, they would know. You see what I'm saying? When I take it and I write that, it's because a lot of people think that. And they're not saying it because they're cowardly people. You see what I'm saying? So when you write it and you put it there and you leave it and say, watch, let me watch and see what happens. And there's so much controversy around it, you didn't say anything. Then you go, see, they think that. They just won't say it to them because they're a bunch of punks.
Will you drop the line for me? That line that starts off with about having the best lawyers in the game.
I got the best lawyers money can buy. They said it would have got me 10 or maybe 9. I said, well, how do you explain how homie breathes? I said to keep your mouth shut or you eat the cheese. You so tough.
Are you telling me that's not directed at a specific rapper?
Well, I can't. With my intentions, if I have a problem, you know me, my MO, and I would just say something. You know, so it's not really directed at him. It's me taking real life situations that these things are relevant to hip hop. Period. You see what I'm saying? So I take it and I make something that's interesting enough for people to sink their teeth into, and then I move forward. If you have beef, then we make it beef.
Can you understand? Well, you know me, I'm direct too.
Yeah.
Is that line about T.I.?
Absolutely.
Invitation to 50 Cent for a Versus battle.
We had mutual friends, and I was actually in conversation with one of them, and they was around him. So they said they left. I didn't tell them to get him on the phone, and he didn't tell them to get me on the phone. It was just dead, and it's like, yo, you just need to talk to him because you don't know where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, and we get into it, and I mean, he had a lot of legitimate points. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause when you're going through something and it's like the press will ask you questions about things, when they'll ask other artists that are relevant to the culture things about artists that
they're just current.
Yeah, that are just going through something, and your response impacts harder than it would at any other point.
Yeah, as we all saw on Twitter, like that one little thing, it started a whole new, you know, people talking crazy.
Right, and then you get the people who want to fight. Instead, so you know, like they'll start to champion that, like, yeah, go, and then when they find out that it's not gonna actually happen, and I'm the source of where they find out that, they go, oh, they try to make the fight again. They try to say, oh, he's scared.
Right. Just throw more fuel on the flame, basically.
So, like me, to be, when you know me to back
50 Cent to a versus battle, but the offer hasn't been accepted so far. In what may be a ploy to get 50 to participate, T.I. diminished the New York-bred rapper's hip-hop status by claiming the G-Unit boss has greatly benefited from the East Coast bias.
New York is the birthplace of hip-hop, and they have the most successful, some of the most talented lyricists known to man.
That's right. And Atlanta has some too. Maybe more.
It's been quite a run. And when we say this, but even though they have those lyricists, some of the most capable and accomplished lyricists known to man, it's some bullshit that slid through there that y'all hold up in high regard, that if they was from somewhere else, it wouldn't have been the same.
Name, show me some.
Okay, let me see. I tell you what, just being real.
Okay.
If
Racketeering charge was supposed to show a criminal enterprise operating with repeated illegal acts, backed by a web of financial records and internal communication. Instead, the government offered gossip, selective clips, and innuendo no hard proof of an organized crime ring or coordinated criminal activity. Even jurors admitted there was reasonable doubt because the prosecution never developed their case beyond vague accusations. This wasn't justice, it was overreach, relying on spectacle rather than facts.
Yeah. Have a very, very, very great day, everybody. Very great day, everybody. How's Yeah, man. What going on, y'all? I heard it's 50 Cent birthday. Well, happy birthday, 50. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you for, you know what I'm saying, staying down, remaining healthy, alive, and free for so long, man. But for your birthday, I offer you a challenge, sir. Pull your ass up, man, with 20 of your records, man. Sit across from me, man, and get this work, man. You know what I'm saying? But I understand if you don't want to answer to that challenge, because last time you got challenged, Kanye West dusted your ass off. So, you might not want to do that. So, well, guess who ain't scared of your mother? Look, man, pull up. Pull on up. Pull on up, man. Pull on up, 50. Bring your ass on outside, 50. Bring your ass on out. Know what I mean? Bring your ass on out. Bring your records, bring your hit records with you. You and Dr. Dre and Eminem and all y'all, goddamn the G-Unit, all y'all bring y'all ass on out. Come on, see the king. Come on, see the king. And I actually, you know, me and you, we all right. I fuck with you, 50. I fuck with you, 50. It ain't you this time. It's your catalog that got some trouble. You understand? Your mother catalog is in trouble. So, can't take it back, goddammit. I done said it. I done damn said it. So 50, pull your ass on up. Pull your ass on up, man. You know what I mean? Everybody been talking about me and Jeezy, and then they talking about me and Gucci, and then they want to talk about me. Listen, man. I want 50. I want 50. Atlanta and New York, nigga. That's what we doing. ATL in New York. Doing. I want 50. Bring your ass outside, 50. Somebody call 50, tell him I'm on it. Somebody call 50, tell him I'm on it. If he want this smoke, I got the ashtray, nigga. Bring your ass on. Let's see how long you have before you respond to my message, you know what I'm saying? You have been challenged, sir. You have been challenged, sir. Swiss, Timberland, hook the mother up. God damn it. Up. Let's get I'm tired of talking about it. Tired of talking about it. God damn it. Y'all goddamn set a time. Set a mother go. Tired of talking. This man been goddamn picking on people for so long. Man been bullying y'all, throwing mother. Bring your ass on out, 50. Let's see what this alright? But enjoy your birthday though. Get it, buddy. Now I know it's your birthday, man, and I celebrate you.
Yes, sir.
But if you get a chance, you hear me? You hear me, Kevin Hart?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
If you get a chance,
yes, sir.
Please tell 50 bring his on out here and get this smoke.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Please tell 50 Cent get his hit records and come on and see what the South got to say, guys.
Jesus Christ. You say you want that man to see all full-fledged with the South.
I want him to see what the South got to say. Now listen, hey, I'm the king below the Mason-Dixon line, king of the South. I speak for all of the Southern people. New York been saying under their breath about us and having little slick comments about us, thinking it's all slow down here. But they want to come down here and go to our malls and go to our clubs. But then they want to kick it like standard when they get back up top. Well, that stop right now.
Yeah, you say you done with that.
That stop right now, guys. The king say that stop. He say he the king of New York. And if he don't want to do it, and one of them who got catalog, want to pull up, tell him come see the king. Don't come around me. Come sit down with me.
Hey, I'm not going to lie to you, too. I'm here for it.
Tell him come see. Got Andre told him the South had something to say, and I'm saying it.
You saying what needs to be said, bottom line.
Period. Ain't no mother dispute. We they last year, we the future. So anybody don't like it, come see the king. And we gonna start with 50. And if he don't wanna do it, then we gonna go pick somebody else. But in order for him to not, he either gonna have to accept the challenge or up. Those are the only two options.
I'm gonna do my job as a communicator.
Yeah.
I'm gonna communicate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna communicate.
Yeah.
In a Kevin Hart-esque way.
Yeah.
What was said.
Yeah.
And what we feel should happen.
Let him know the king on his trail. But I don't want nothing but action. I don't want nothing but action and opportunity.
Say no more. Say no more. I would do my job.
And I would love to get on live with you and go and do this in front of millions.
Say no more. I will do my job.
Okay. Well, you just let me know, guys. Cause I'm looking for a jet. He got a party tonight. I'm looking for a jet. I'm going up there and I'm gonna commandeer his celebration.
Jesus Christ. That man said commandeer. When you start using words like that, that's when you're serious.
I'm a commandeer his celebration. Let him know. Happy birthday and all that old. But what the is you gonna do, sir?
Yeah, you want the smoke. You want all the smoke.
I got to. These under their breath about us all these years. No, but you from Philly. You from Philly. Y'all have y'all own battles with New York. You from Philly. That ain't for us. That ain't for us. That ain't for us, you know? No. That ain't for us. Yeah, that ain't for us. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all gotta make it to the mailbox and back alive. You know what I'm saying? That ain't for us. You know what I mean? But Atlanta versus New York. I'm the king down here. I'm speaking for the people down here. Don't go around me. Don't talk to nobody but me. Don't nobody go no smoke but me. You speaking for New York? Bring it on. Let's see who really got the action going. Let's see who really is the down here.
Give me an hour. I'm about to get on the horn.
Okay.
Take a shot.
Yes.
Take a shot.
I need to take me one too, guys.
Yeah, take a shot.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey,
Huh?
I love you.
Yeah, well, I love you too, man. But it ain't about all that right now. Not right now. Hey, not right now. Cause I need action. Action. I'm doing this for my
If you got a beef or something, man, because I seen a post today where they were saying that you were supposed to be in I guess one of the Power, what's the name? I guess two of the actors on the show said that you were actually supposed to be on the show, and then they replaced you with Method Man, and they weren't expecting it or something.
No,
like that.
that's not true. 50 and I, we were executive producers on a different show outside of the Power universe. But nah, man, me and 50 cool. I'm the only one who's not offended by his brass approach, and he's not offended by mine. So, you know, we play rough, but we ain't no issue.
Hey, what's happening, homie? This TIP, man, you know what I'm saying? You watching Hard Knock TV, you understand? My homegirl Ace Bombay giving it to you West Coast style. Cali loving it, you did that, and you heard it from the king, K-I-N-G, period. Accept no substitutions, you dig?
Now, we usually expect you, if anyone's coming at you, that you're going to come back. But I see that you, and what I've been reading is that you've changed your mentality. But how do you, how are you dealing with when, the 50 cents are coming at you?
Well, I mean, honestly, man, to be perfectly honest with you, man, I gotta deal with each situation as how I hear it come out of the person's mouth. You can misinterpret songs, lyrics, you know what I'm saying? When you're being interviewed and someone asks you, how do you feel about this? I gotta take that. I gotta take your verbal rather than listen to your lyrics and jump to a conclusion. And when I heard him speaking on it, he said he wasn't talking about me, you know what I'm saying? And me and 50 always had a decent rapport, you know. It wasn't never nothing negative. So, and like he said this in conversation. At the same time, he said, man, he's never had a problem with saying people's names when he's speaking on them. And like that's not like 50. If he going at somebody, he usually say their name and make it known. It's usually not ever whether or not. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that it's just unnecessary to jump to a conclusion and, you know, create an issue where there is none.
Now with Shorty Low, I see you've kind of let that just go to the side. Is this something that you just are kind of like, I'm over dealing with beef?
I mean, it's lame, for real, dog. Like, this is not what we started rapping for. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, man, everybody has a position to play in life. My position is to win. Be the best at what I do and look good doing it. You know what I'm saying? Other people's in position where their position is to hate. You know what I'm saying? They hate because they can't do what I do. They hate because they can't look as good doing what I do as I do. They hate because they ain't got as much money as me. They ain't as successful as me. So because of that hate from within, they spew negativity without, you know, on the outside. Like, and I acknowledge that, I accept that, and that after that, man, you know, ain't nothing to do but address it, dismiss it, and destroy it. Period. That's all you gotta do, man. Success, man, kills all that, dog. Success kills all that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you can say what you want to say, homeboy, but I'm still where I'm at, you still where you at, partner, and ain't nothing gonna change about that, homeboy, and I know you hate that. But I'm laughing like high.
What do you think? What exactly is happening between these two? Let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button so that you never miss out on any new videos. Until then, fam, keep it real.
Woke up, I look at the computer say, Floyd said, T.I. I'm like, what did he say me for? Now your first baby mama, Melissa, then took your I said, say fuck that nigga. This is a special ASLELS challenge for you, Floyd. If you can read one full page of a Harry Potter book, I'll give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization you want to. Show me one place in the federal guidelines where you can have 10 machine guns and get 1 year of community service and 1 year incarcerated.
T.I. is in an interrogation room talking. He's snitching. I thought we don't talk to the police.
I'm the only one who's not offended by his brass approach, and he's not offended by mine. So, you know, we play rough, but we ain't no issue. It's a mutual
Between
respect.
50 Cent and T.I. is a saga that has been simmering for years, and right now there are no signs of it cooling down.
To everyone listening to it, is an awesome song. Listen carefully. Actually, you don't have to even listen that carefully. There's a line in there directed at another rapper in the game.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What line? What rapper you talking about?
It was a line that has you questioning that you have, is it true you have the best lawyers in the game?
I feel like I do.
Okay.
I have a great legal team.
And you asked them a question that if you got caught with 10 weapons in your car, you would have seen 10 years,
Well,
maybe 9.
What makes you feel like there's a line to a rapper?
It just seemed to be very coincidental with the timing of things that are going on.
That's like.
Will you deliver the line for me 1 second? I don't want to do it injustice.
You use real life situations to create something that's entertaining without being specific. That's entertainment to me. Like if I had an issue, when have you known me to be indirect with an issue?
Oh, you're pretty direct.
Right, so if I had a problem with any artist, trust me, they would know. You see what I'm saying? When I take it and I write that, it's because a lot of people think that. And they're not saying it because they're cowardly people. You see what I'm saying? So when you write it and you put it there and you leave it and say, watch, let me watch and see what happens. And there's so much controversy around it, you didn't say anything. Then you go, see, they think that. They just won't say it to them because they're a bunch of punks.
Will you drop the line for me? That line that starts off with about having the best lawyers in the game.
I got the best lawyers money can buy. They said it would have got me 10 or maybe 9. I said, well, how do you explain how homie breathes? I said, you keep your mouth shut or you eat the cheese. You so tough.
Are you telling me that's not directed at a specific rapper?
Well, I can't. Well, my intentions, if I have a problem, you know, me, my MO, and I would just say something. You know, so it's not really directed at him. It's me taking real life situations that these things are relevant to hip hop. Period. You see what I'm saying? So I take it and I make something that's interesting enough for people to sink their teeth into, and then I move forward. If you had beef, then we make it beef.
Can you understand? Well, you know me, I'm direct too.
Yeah.
Is that line about T.I.?
Absolutely for the public to decide.
Everyone, how are you doing? I am just bringing it to your attention that it is now July the 6th. And I gave you 2 days for a grace period just because I had to get together. I was having a good time, but 5 months. There's an ab check for you or a paycheck for me. Thank you. Let's see where you at right now. Let's see where you at right now. 1,000 by July 4th. 1,000. Okay, man.
It's the 6th.
It is.
It's my birthday. It is. Out here, we enjoying ourselves in Miami. But it's Saturday. Sunday means you're only a day away from Monday.
Man, you ain't got but.
And we want the money come Monday, 5.
Or else.
Get the money. We want it once. We want it once. Not 90 in the stack, though. Make sure they give you the whole 100.
And I'm gonna spend your money right now. I'm going to borrow $1,000 from 50.
Media's role in all this can't be ignored. From day one, headlines ran wild with words like pimp and predator, painting Diddy as a monster before the trial even began. Stories about raids and secret footage flooded the press, shaping public opinion with sensationalism rather than facts. But once the courtroom drama unfolded, major outlets quickly lost interest, leaving the public with a skewed understanding of what really happened. The jury saw evidence that was far different from the narrative spun by the media. They didn't find the smoking gun the headlines promised. Instead, they saw complicated, flawed adults in messy relationships, and they rejected the government's sweeping claim. The gap between media coverage and courtroom reality highlights a critical problem. Sometimes the story told outside courtrooms is designed to shock, not to inform, and in this case, it misled millions. When the jury handed down their verdict, the message was clear. They didn't buy into the government's grand narrative. Most serious charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering, were decisively rejected. What remained were just 2 misdemeanor-level transport convictions, light years away from the sweeping indictment that made headlines. These lesser charges, while not trivial, don't carry the weight that the public was led to expect. In fact, the legal definitions behind them are outdated and elastic, historically applied in cases as unrelated as cab drivers or travel agents. So while Diddy does face sentencing for these counts, the real story is how the jury pushed back against overreach. Their verdict wasn't just about one man. It was a powerful reminder that even high-profile figures deserve the presumption of innocence and that charges must be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. This case serves as a stark lesson about justice and the limits of prosecutorial power. When prosecutors chase headlines instead of convictions, the system can be twisted into a spectacle that does more harm than good. It's a warning about relying on public opinion and sensational stories instead of solid evidence, especially when dealing with celebrities who are easy targets for dramatic narratives. At its core, this trial reminds us all of the importance of due process. No matter how famous or controversial someone is, they deserve a fair shot under the law. It's not about defending or condemning Diddy. It's about upholding the Constitution and ensuring that guilt is proven, not assumed. And as we watch this story unfold, it's worth asking, are we letting spectacle cloud justice? Because in the courtroom, only facts should matter.